Welcome back, everybody. It's Rudy with Alpha Investments, and today we had a collection come in. Haven't done many collection videos. We've been kind of declining a lot, and the prices have been dropping. The market's very rough, but this is one of those videos I want you guys to relax, watch with me, and just share something that's really cool. So, long story short, this is a collection from a gentleman. I believe he's like a grandfather and played with his family, and it's literally like 36 to 37 complete sets of Magic, all the way back to Antiquities Revised, all the way through all the Urza sets, the Weatherlight, the Mirage, Visions, Alliances, all the way to Revised 3rd edition, 4th edition, 5th edition, 6th edition, 7th edition, 8th edition, all the way stopping at Mirrodin. So, the thing that took my breath away was not the cards, or how nice the collection was. And we did have one little snafu. We found a high-end counterfeit I'm going to share with you guys, and the gentleman didn't know. And it was Candelabra of Thanos. But I wanted to share the packaging. I've seen a lot of neat Wizards of the Coast boxes over the years that show designs and different things. But it's very rare that something comes in. I have never seen all of these variants in my life. I've never seen them all that WotC made in around between 94 and 96. And these boxes just are astonishing, and they just take your breath away because, I mean, to simply put, there aren't things like this you can get anymore. I mean, I mean, the box alone, I know there's not, it's just a cardboard box, but it's just astonishing how beautiful these boxes are. Like, I have not seen many things in my life. Are you serious? Like, just incredible packaging. Like, it just reminds me of really how far Magic the Gathering has come and what it actually used to represent, you guys. I mean, just astonishing, mind-blowingly gorgeous stuff. Good old Wizards back in the day. Old school Wizards. So I want to share this unique experience, and I want to show you guys not only this cool packaging, but some of the cards, and of course, when I audited all these sets, specifically, good old Candelabra of Thanos, the second most expensive card in the gentleman's collection, turned out to be counterfeit, and he didn't know that. It is a newer generation, in my opinion, counterfeit. It's pretty impressive. I think the average person would fall for it, but again, when I compare it and show you guys next to a bunch of real Candelabras, it's going to look obvious. But again, most people don't have the ability to do that. Or if you're a backpack trader, if you're at a GP, or if you're on Craigslist or at a local store, I mean, it's not like they're going to say, hang on, let me go to the back room and get 45 Candelabra of Thanos out of the closet. Bloop! So again, I want to show you guys how amazing this is. So here is another one. I'll give you guys an example. So again, as we all know, I mean, you guys can name all the cards. If you haven't, you're probably not an old dude like me. So you have, I mean, what do we got here? Spirit Link, you got Blinking Spirit on the side, old school Magic, good old Wrath of God there. Anybody remember Thunder Spirit, I believe? Oh man, Savannah Lions on the end. What's on the other end? Mesa Pegasus, good old, look at that, good old Balance. I mean, just really cool stuff, you guys. And again, same thing, let's look at the next one. You know, you guys can probably remember, like I just showed you a second ago, I mean, these things are just really neat. I mean, they sure don't make this kind of stuff anymore, do they, everybody? The good old Mana Drain on the side, Doppelganger. Good, I mean, look at that Time Twister art. Oh my, I forgot the name of that one. This is Tempest, if I remember correctly. And of course, I've never seen a lot of these. I've seen a couple of these over the years, but I've never seen all these before. Good old Jesters, you got some, what was that, Big Mox Jet. You got good old Mox Diamond. You got Stronghold, Mirage Totem, Sapphire, Ruby, and oh, we're backwards here. Let's let you guys take a look. I mean, look at that. The Lotus, the Emerald. Oh my god. Is that not amazing or what? Look at that scroll rack on the side. Look at that nice rack on the side. I mean, and then look at this one. I know a lot of you guys will relate to this. I think this is pretty cool. Look at this one here. So we got good old, look at the dragons. Oh my god. Chivon! Oh man, look at that stuff. Really, really neat. What's the side art? Nightmare, I think? One of the variants of Nightmare, I think. Oh my god. Phoenix Shards or something? So, I mean, these things are just, I mean, it's almost speechless. Inferno, Goblin Grenade, Fallen Empires. Anybody? Oh, boy. Lava Spike, Lava Burst, Ice Age. Same thing, Ice Age. And Old School Legends. And what else? What we got at the end here? Oh, boy. Mana Clash, I think it was. So, I mean, these boxes are so neat. Why don't they do this stuff anymore? Oh, that's right, because nobody cares. There's no nostalgia or connection. Look at the... Oh, my gosh, Jushan. Did you look at the... And, yeah. Look at that. Vampiric Tutor. How amazing is that? Yeah, I know. I'm, like, burning through the video. We haven't even looked at the cards. I think that's... what do we got here? I didn't even notice. We got All Hallows Eve shoved in the middle there. We got another Tempest. I forgot his name. Got some Guardian Beast action. Good old Sarah Angel hanging out over here. Original art. I think, is that the newer Angel or Archangel? I'm not sure if that's Sarah Angel with a new art or Archangel. I don't remember. Tempest. Moat at the end of the box. Unbelievable. We got another one over here. This is a little newer one. I think this is a Tempest one. Or Mirage? I think it's Moreau. Oath of Druids? I can't remember. What were the ends? I don't remember that little dude. And last but not least... Natural Selection. Man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed to see these kind of cool things. Let's look at some cards and go over some interesting things. Alright. So, this is the coolest thing. This gentleman, the way he sold. And if all collections were sent to me and done this nice, the time I would save would be mind-blowing. So, this dude's collection, he put them by the set. And he labeled the set with, like, these little divider things. It's just the coolest thing. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And, of course, good old Antiquities. I mean, talk about old school, you guys. So, we're going to try to get these out of here very carefully. Very carefully. Without causing any, or at least too much or any damage, whatnot. There we go. Alright, now that we got a little space to work with, we should be able to work this pretty quickly here. Okay, so on the Antiquities cards, the first thing is I went through them. They're all about light play. These are like SP light play, excellent. These are not gem minty or anything like that. They have a little bit of play, but no big deal. Not a big deal. Rudy's favorite archaeologist, and again the complete set. And of course, the first thing you always want to be careful of is counterfeits on the old cards. So sure enough, you always check like archaeologists, some of the heavy hitting cards, like that. And sure enough, I know most of you are going to screech in the comment section saying, oh boy, that stands out. And yeah, it does when you're looking for it, and you know, because I told you. So sure enough, the coloring, that is the very first thing that stood out. I'm not going to lie, the back is pretty decent, although you compare it to the rest, the colors are off, and it does stand out. This is I think it's like a 5th gen, 4th gen Chinese counterfeit. It definitely does not match or line up to any other stuff, which is ironic because for that one to kind of be a counterfeit fake, but then to have like the workshop be authentic, kind of, you know, reinforces. I don't think anybody really knew. Old Gate to Phyrexia, one of my favorite. Haunting Winds, Hercule's Recall, The Tower, Mightstone, Weak Stones. We got the old Factories, Four Seasons, and of course, good old Workshop here. And the Workshop is legit. It's played, but again, it's real. And everything else is fine. Power Artifacts, the Transmutes. Everything else looks good. So we wanted to focus on the Candelabra. So we're going to kind of move this aside here. We're going to have to get out, the Rudy Black Book. I know, the Rudy Black Book, everybody. You guys ready? Hang on, let me clear the space. Let me get out the Black Book. You guys ready? All right, here we go. All right, and again, when we look at this, we're just going to kind of... we will just kind of look at the Candelabra. We're not going to go through. I know there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want me to do another video just on the infamous, God, that's heavy, the infamous book on here. So we're going to bring out the quote-unquote Rudy. Okay, so we're going to go right to Candelabras. And right out of the gate. Before we even go too far. For people who aren't familiar, and I know it's obvious for everything if you've been around a lot of them, if you're not familiar and you just look at it, yes, it does, it looks fine. You know, when you're looking at the cards, a lot of people say, oh, it stands out, the colors are off. When you're in the moment of this stuff, it's easy to say when you're being pointed out. But this, to me, texture, gloss, color, contrast, everything's off. And we take out a real one, and you put them side by side, and it's not even close. Everything is off. And yes, if you go under the old, good old boop-a-doo, I've never tried that. It doesn't work on camera. If you go into jeweler's loop, the dot pattern does not match at all. The pixelation, the rosette, whatever you want to call it. The text, everything is off. Front, back, the colors, you zoom in on the green dot, whatever method you want to use, none of them line up. So, this was a sad thing, because the gentleman was real nice, and this took a huge, about $500 chunk off of his value of his cards, Besides the workshop, Candelabra would be the most expensive card he has in this particular set. The next thing, obviously, going into, let me clean all this up, you guys. Here we go. Watch out for binder dings. Always hold the packages. Pull to one side, so that when you close, you make sure nothing, and then you can, of course, move it. Alright, didn't mean to hit the camera. You guys still there? So, when we go back, next let's look at the revised. Obviously, the very next thing that's going to be concerned is we're going to want to go through revise for the dual lands when you audit and go through anything. Revise, you're going to want to look at, the tutor, fork, some little stuff. But the most important thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go right to revise, and you're going to want to go right to the dual lands. This is going to be the second most valuable part of an entire collection. You're not going to want to spend too much time on the other stuff. For example, there's 30-something sets. You're not going to want to spend a lot of time on the newer sets and the other ones because, again, some of the sets like, Scourge or Legions or, the most expensive card in the set is going to be like $5. You're not going to be dealing with a lot of super high-end thing. No one's going to counterfeit a $1 card. It's not worth the time. So we have Badlands. You can take a quick glance at some other cards like Balance, Bad Moon. There's Bayou. Birds, you can take a quick glance at them, but overall, these are not really counterfeit targets. It's not worth it, because if they spend the money counterfeiting, no one's really going to... Brain Guys is another one to keep an eye on because the price is creeping up. People aren't going to buy a counterfeit for $1 a card if the real card's a couple dollars. It's just mathematical. Copy Artifacts, another one, keep an eye out. I think it's about it. Dark Pack, God, I love that art, I know. Demonic Tutor, Demonic Attorney, there's others, keep an eye on the tutors, now that they're 20, 30, 40, depending on condition. Keep an eye on the Dragon Engines. These things are pushing about 18 cents. You got to be looking out for those. Oh, Double Drain Life. Didn't notice that before. All right, we got to get for all 10 revised duels. That's the next thing we got to be most important of. Make sure your farmsteads are not counterfeit. There's a lot of people making fake houses in the background. Anyway, seriously. Fast Spawn, that's another one going up in value. You got to be careful of. You got to be careful of Flight, because that chick is wild. I've seen her in the nightclub. Let's see here. What else we got? Forest. Fork, actually, in all seriousness, Fork is one you want to keep an eye out for. Let's see. Nothing crazy. As much as anyone wants to tell you about the Gia's Liege thing and the buyout, that's just hilarious. They're not worth even $1 in my head. All right. Nothing else. Where's the next? Oh, that's right. It's alphabetical order. Hercules Recall, Revised is still not worth a lot. Hippies are cool, but not worth a lot in Revised. And same thing. Ivories, Juggernaut, J-Monde Tombs. Again, revised, no real value, no concerns there. Same thing with a lot of these other rares. Oh, wait, that's not even... is that revised? So that was 4th edition. Looks a little darker. So you want to, just like I said, you want to focus on the cards that the counterfeiters are going to go after, because that's what people are going to spend the money on. You want to get the stuff that people... Monovolt recently in revised was creeping up, but I think it leveled off a little bit. That's one you may want to keep an eye out on also. All right. Larry Nevin's disc, if it's alpha, beta, yeah, but revised, no. All right, here we go. We're going to the rest of the dual lands. You guys ready? There's Plateau. We're at 3. All right, here we go. Well, 4 duels, 5 duels. Serendib in revised again. I don't know, when I was buying these, they were just like $1 a piece. I still don't think they're really worth anything. Same thing, the Dragons, there's no real value in revised or anything like that, so just keep it. So again, we're only at 5 of the dual lands. Soul Ring, you may want to keep an eye. I've never seen a counterfeit revised Soul Ring. I don't think it's really a thing. Taiga, that's 6. All right, we're at Tropical Island, that's 7. Tundra, that's 8. Underground, that's 9. And I'm assuming, keep an eye out for our girl, Mrs. Vesuvian. Looking good as always. Keep an eye out for How I Wish I Looked. And wait, Volcanic Eruption, that's not even revised. That's 4th edition. It's not summer, is it? No, it's 4th edition. All right, Volcanic. So that's all 10 of them. Sorry to waste some time there, but again, we want to kind of go through and make sure the zombie doesn't eat your brain. Alright, so again, now once you get all 10 of these duels out, obviously you want to keep an eye out on the duels. These are the #1 most counterfeited card in Magic history. Revised dual lands. Right out of the gate, I can already tell you by the feel, the texture, the reflection, I don't see any problems with me. I can tell immediately. We got some, boy, that guy's been, what is that one? So I was like, please don't be the most expensive one. This one looks a little nicer. Bayou. I was like, and boy, these are rough. Definitely, these are some heavy play. This one's a little nicer. What is that? Oh, Tundra. That's a better one at least. So these are definitely, none of these are going to be in mint condition. These are all, maybe like Taiga, and some of these are going to be like slight play, but the rest of these are going to be moderate and heavy play. Very well loved cards. You can tell a lot of games were played, especially Savannah. Somebody played green-white. So again, good cards, good looking stuff. Always look out for that when you deal with that kind of stuff. The dark, you can kind of go through there. Besides like Maze of Ith, some Ball Lightning, maybe a Blood Moon action, nothing major. Fallen Empires, make sure your Goblin Grenades and your High Tides, make sure those aren't being counterfeited in the basement. 4th edition, Sylvan Library, I guess, land tax for $20. There's really not really value. It's just cool. So, anyway, I really wanted to share. I wanted to pick out the old set there and really show you. I'll show you guys another set just because it looks really cool. Hang on a second here. All right, let me, actually, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to move everything to give us space. All right, there we go. Sorry, guys. I want to give us some room to bring in these two to show you. I'm not going to go through them all because it'll be too long of a video, but I just wanted to point this out. I just thought it was really neat. So you can see how all the sets were lined up. Isn't that amazing? So let's just pick something cool here. Let's take like Mirage. Let's go with like Lion's Eye Diamond just to take a quick look. Just to give you guys kind of an idea of the way this is being packaged and done. Just super, super cool stuff, everybody. Alright, so for example, let's just take a quick look. And again, you always want to focus on those most expensive cards first because those are the counterfeit targets that people try to get you to kind of hose you for money type thing. Oh, I got the last card right in the back. What are the odds of that? Little giggity. Alright, so there we go. Again, not mint condition. You can tell this guy was a player. Like, he enjoyed. Like, he enjoyed playing with his family. He played the game, and he loved it. All these cards, especially the good ones, they all have playware, and you can tell he just thoroughly enjoyed the game. I mean, it is what it is. So, those are kind of something just I wanted to share with everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys got to see some really cool stuff, and especially these boxes. Am I right? I mean, how amazing is that? So, that's really all I got. Unless you guys want to glance at one other thing real quick, we can kind of take a quick look. I think that's about it. Or, I guess we can go, what? Saga? You want to get the... Or Urzus? Exodus? Stronghold. Mox Diamond. How about them apples? We'll go Stronghold Mox Diamond. How about that? How about that? A little out of order. Oh, there it is. Still beautiful, and you can tell the good cards were played. It's so fun. You can see the table scrapes and marks. Can't beat the old artwork, can you, everybody? You really can't beat it. I know. That is Rudy's endgame. To enjoy it. To have fun with his spikes. Alright, guys, I'm done with this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you get to see a lot of really cool, amazing things. Remember, if you're not doing something you love, everybody, you're going to have a lot of regrets one day.